narrative of this case. So first, police releasing the name of the officer involved in the shooting, and also releasing images of the victim, 18-year-old Michael Brown, showing him, they say, in a strong-arm convenience store robbery, all moments before he was shot multiple times. We're also now getting reports that the officer involved left the area of Ferguson days ago. Of course, the incident sparking days of violent protests, looting, the brief arrest of 2 reporters, and even comments from President Obama. But now, as calm begins to take hold in this shattered St. Louis suburb, residents are wondering if these latest developments will spark a whole new cycle of violence.
We thought we had it calmed down, but this, I'm telling you, this is going to make it very bad, and it's not going to be good. Justice is what these people are mad about. How do we heal the hearts? How do we solve the problem by just saying anybody can say no?
Mike Tobin is live for us in Ferguson, Missouri with the very latest. So, Mike, I know now that the family just a few moments ago responding to the police saying that Michael Brown robbed a convenience store. What is the family of Michael Brown saying about that?
Well, it's an angry reaction, and let me get right to at least the first paragraph for you, word for word. Michael Brown's family is beyond outraged at the devious way the police chief has chosen to disseminate piecemeal the information in a manner intended to assassinate the character of their son, following such a brutal assassination of his person in broad daylight. Paraphrasing, they're saying there's nothing based in the fact that can justify the execution-style murder, and the prolonged release of the name as well as the information is the reason the community has such distrust for the police, and the attempt to blame the victim will not divert their attention. Now, to the surveillance video that was released. This all coming from the police incident report that was released today. According to police, it shows Michael Brown at a convenience store just a short time before the shooting, going in, stealing a stack of Swisher Sweet cigars, valued just under $50, roughing up the owner of this convenience store, making his way out the door. That, they say, is the motivation for why the police officers here stopped Michael Brown. That sparked the scuffle between the officer and Michael Brown that ultimately, according to police, put them in the back of the police cruiser, or in the police cruiser, I should say, with a struggle to try to get the officer's weapon. Subsequent to that, the shots were fired. Gretchen?
All right, so Mike, how were things in Ferguson last night after so many nights of violence and mayhem and chaos?
You know, the dynamic was less of an angry protest against the police, more of a block party. You had people out on the street, honking the horns, walking through the street. They were waving their signs. There was some music. They were dancing. They had candles lit. There was pot. There was alcohol. But what you didn't see out on the scene was any police. You don't have the police, you can't have friction with the police. All very intentional from Captain Rod Johnson, who looks like he's handling this more like a campaign, less like a commander of a scene.